Assalamu alaikum to all the students of grade 6. So today we are going to start the last chapter of this book, chapter number 15, and this chapter is related to the statistical data of mathematics. For example, you have a lot of information, numerical information, and you want to place that data, in a combined form. So that collection of data falls in the category of statistics. These questions are very comfortable to understand, by the way. Exercise 15B will be the climax. So there we have given the question number 1. The pictorial diagram illustrates the number of buses registered with the registry of vehicles from year 2008 to 2012. Okay, it is showing that the number of buses, how many buses are registered with each and every year with the Ministry of Buses. Okay, how much new buses are registered. So now there is for 2008, 2009 and 10 and 11 and 12 so on. Now what he has done in the bottom side, each bus represents 40,000 buses. This line is something very crucial. This one. Okay, because one bus symbol is representing 40,000 buses. So let me ask you some questions. That how much should be this? In 2008, 1, 2, 3 buses, and the fourth bus is half. So it means 40,000 into 3, because 3 buses were represented with the complete symbol. So it means 3 into 40,000 plus half of 40,000, that is 20,000. So it will be 1,40,000 approximately. Okay, so 1,40,000 buses have been registered in 1 year. Similarly, what about this? If one bus represents 40,000 buses, then there are complete 4 buses. So it means 4 into 40,000, that will be 1,60,000 buses. Okay, so this is exactly how you see that in a pictorial diagram, what happens that 1,60,000 buses were just represented by these 4 buses with a numerical data, that one bus represents 40,000 buses. Okay, so this is how we summarize the data, a lot of data with a very short code, so that anyone can understand that and we can compare the data of the different years. Okay, now what he has asked us, in which year the greatest number of buses were registered, estimate the number of buses in that year. So I think that this year 2012 should be the one which has the most number of buses registered, and you can calculate the total number of buses through the same formula, that one bus is representing 40,000, so 40,000 into 6, that is 2,40,000, plus this is 20,000, half of 40,000, so that is 2,60,000. Number 2 is estimate the total number of buses registered from 2008 to 2012. So you will just simply sum out all these buses, calculate for this year individually, and then you will sum up all the 5 years. You will calculate the total number of buses registered. In 2010, the registration for each bus was for $1,000. Estimate the total amount of registered vehicles collected in that year. So first of all, go to 2010 and calculate the total number of buses that were registered by the same policy, that one bus represents 40,000 buses. Okay, and afterwards you will simply multiply that total number of buses by $1,000. You will calculate the final price, because one bus is registered in $1,000, so it means that number of buses will be registered in multiplication of the final answer. And the last part is estimate the percentage increase in the number of buses registered from 2011 to 2012. This is an interesting question I am leaving up to you people. There will be another question regarding the percentage in second part, so you will have some idea of percentage, but you already have studied the chapter of percentages. So let us have a view. You will calculate the total number of buses in 2011 and 2012, first of all, because the data is showing for these 2 years. So you can calculate, although you have already calculated them, because when you are calculating this question, you have to calculate all number of years. So okay, so simply you have already calculated them before. Now you have to estimate the increase in the percentage of buses registered from 2011 to 2012. Well, how much increase this would be? You will have to take 2011 number of buses in the denominator, multiply this by 100. Obviously this will be understood step because we are calculating percentage, and in the numerator the value of the difference of these two will be there. For example, this is 300 and this is 250, let's suppose. So in the numerator the value will be 300 minus 250, because the increase is the subtraction, the difference of the 2 years. Okay, so that will be in the numerator, and in the denominator the year, respective year 2011 number of buses will be there, and you will calculate the final answer in percentage. Let's see who gets the right click. Coming to question number 2, once again he has given a table, and volleyball, basketball, tennis, these are the 3 games that are being played, and he has given the number of students that plays those games, 40, 60 and 50 respectively. Now he has asked me, complete the pictogram. Okay, one unit he has already given to me. We will draw the circles. Okay, a student who play volleyball, football or tennis. There is the ratio written. Each circle represents 10 students. Okay, so this is the parameter. Just like in the top question, he has given me that one bus represents 40,000 buses. So this standard parameter is to be given by him, or either we can decide it by ourselves if not given. Okay, but afterwards you will proceed the same flow. So if one ball is representing 10 students, then how much balls should represent 40 students for volleyball? It will be 4 dots. So you will mark 4 circles overall. One is already there. So total of 3 more circles needs to be filled, and you will find the total number of students who play volleyball. Okay, this should be a circle. The size of the circle can be varied by some half an inch, but it doesn't matter. But it should be only 4. Similarly, what about basketball? One circle is already there, so we need 5 more circles because the number of students playing basketball are 60. So it means total 6 circles are required. So we will have to draw 6 circles. One is already there, so 5 more circles will be drawn. And similarly about tennis, you can do that. Okay. Okay. Now the question number 2 is find the ratio of the student who play volleyball to the number of students who play tennis. So we already know how to calculate ratio by chapter number 9. Just for repetition, you can see how much students are playing volleyball, 40. And how much students are playing tennis? 50. So here is the solution. Ratio will be 40 over 50 because volleyball students are in the numerator and denominator is with respect to tennis students. You will simply have some basic calculation cutting. It will be divided on the table of 10 by both sides, and it is 4 over 5. So you will have to write the final answer in ratio. Do not leave the answer in denominator. This won't be considered as the final answer. It should be in ratio. So 4:5 is your final evaluation ratio. And similarly, the last part of this question, express the number of students who play tennis as a percentage of who play football. So I was talking that percentage question will be coming, and this will give you a repetition telecast. So number of students who play tennis, this should be in the top. How much students are playing tennis? 50. And number of percentage who play basketball. So basketball are played by 60 students. So there I have done 50 over 60 and into 100. This is a must. Whenever you are calculating percentage, multiplying by 100 is necessary because percentage actually means 1 over 100. So this 1 over 100 will subtract this 100 and things will be balanced. Anyhow, so you will simply cut off the 0 with 0 as both are coming in a table of 10, and this is simple 250 over 3, and you can evaluate through calculator. It's 83.33%. That is the final answer of our question number 2. So complete out this exercise and ask me for any trouble if you are having. Thank you.